Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Coach's Corner. I'm Angelo Pontello. Before we get started with today's report, there's a few things and behind the scenes attributes that we want to show you guys. Some of you are already wondering, who in the world is Andy Townsend and Clyde Telsey, new commentary reporters that we've had? Well, I'll show it to you. Guys, come on out.
Hello folks, I'm Andy Townsend, and I just wanted to let you know that this is me, because nobody's ever able to see me live like this. Lou thought that I was actually a different person, even though I'm like Angelo basically. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Clyde, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm practically excited for over 50 hockey, you know. It's just a definite sport for all the senior adults men. You know, just to see them still playing instead of being in wheelchairs. It's just the best feeling ever, you know. It's the passion that I have, and the best thing about it is, unlike playing it for one season, it's consistently all year round. So if you can't watch football, or you can't watch basketball, or any other sport, over 50 is there to help you out. That's all I have to say.
That was Andy Townsend and Clyde Telsey, folks. One of the major disadvantages of working with the 2" by 2" camera, you don't actually get to see what exactly goes on the ice. Sunday, unfortunately, I made an error. What looked like a forward that body checked another forward and caused a huge hit turned out only to be a different story. And after reviewing the film, as it turns out, this forward actually turned his body to get out of the way of the forward that was coming towards him, crashing into him. I'd like to give a shout out to Jim Becker. According to the 2" by 2" screen that I saw, it appeared as if Jim Becker put the vicious hit on Lou DeMeza. And I just want to let you know that on behalf of the over 50 hockey commentators and myself, of course, I want to say we are sorry. We do not intend to bring a bad name to you. We believe that you are one of the most respected hockey players in this league, and we hope to keep that up. But hey, I call things as I see them, and there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just doing my job as an over 50 commentator report, you know what I'm saying? Moving on to a brighter note, let's get down to the highlights of this past week's regular season finale.
Alright, Green Hornets vs. Red Army battle for the home bench for next week's matchup. Rick Alon heading straight up the ice, but gets tripped up by Giro Burge. Luckily, it's Jim Nadeau finishing the drive for the Green Hornets, takes the 1-0 lead. But however, it's Neil Armstrong and company quickly responding, making the tying goal at 1. That's what the Red Army have been known for doing all year long, trying to get the job done there. Second period, Peter Galgay right from faceoff gets it to Acero, taps the puck in, and the Green Hornets on top. But here I don't understand what was going on. Steve Burns slashing Joe Masherin, sent to the box. Come on, man. Of course, unfortunately, that will cost the Green Hornets as Neil Armstrong was able to get the puck into the net. Game is tied again. Chris Acero and Green Hornets looking to retake the lead. He takes a shot off of Larry Wood. Marty Washburn gets it to a Neil Armstrong. Sitting there all alone, just the goalie to beat. Gets it to McCants. 3-2 Red Army. They have their first lead of the game. And then, of course, for the Green Hornets, it gets worse. It's going backwards. Frank Harnett can't stop Neil Armstrong. He's on the move. Gets flipped. McCants knocks it in. There was nothing they could do. Now Green Hornets in trouble heading into the third period. But, of course, early on, they get business taken care of, cutting the deficit to 1. Chris Acero gets another goal again for the Green Hornets. But what follows next could be known as one of the most controversial calls in over 50 hockey history. Here we go. Ray Toller to Chris Acero. Takes the shot, misses, rebound shot, takes it, it's in! But the ref keeps play on, he doesn't blow the whistle. There's still play going on, and the Green Hornets can't believe it. And of course this happens again. Here we go. 10 seconds. Peter Galgay to Rick Alon. Chris Acero, open, takes the shot. It's good! But the ref nullifies the goal. Unbelievable. Because he blew the whistle before anything else could happen, and that immediately eliminated the drive. Green Hornets devastated. They give up the home ice advantage to the Red Army. Real disappointment there.
And here we are in the later game, Grey Wolves versus Yellow Jackets. Bit of a preview for the playoff match coming up for the next week. Of course, nothing really on the line. Larry Sincata still out with the shoulder injury. First period now. We get into it and get serious. Angelo Pontello looks for a man to pass to, but then Andrew Hyman comes along, strips the puck away from Angelo Pontello and finds his way to the net and giving the Yellow Jackets a 1-0 lead early. They're trying to get the early momentum, but then of course Pontello redeems himself, working with Matt Sharina, passes it back to him, ties the game at 1. Grey Wolves are not going to give up without a fight, and they're not going to let the Yellow Jackets come up too easily. Second period now. Grey Wolves now down a man via power play, but once again it's Andrew Hyman coming in untouched, and he finds a way to tie the game up for the Yellow Jackets, and they're also not going to give up without a fight either. Looking from that play, it's just Andrew Hyman has it. And then Angelo Pontello here, nice moves from the Yellow Jackets. Boom! 3-2. Grey Wolves back on top. Ludameza would eventually find another goal to make it 4-2. But then that's when Andrew Hyman and company have a little bit of a surge comeback of their own. Finding Jim Becker on the right side, taking a nice shot to the left and cutting the lead to 1. But Jim Becker's not done. He's back for more. He intercepts a pass and he heads right into Grey Wolf territory. John Patrick couldn't reach him. And through the 5-hole, Jim Becker finds the tie. No problem for the Yellow Jackets. And once again, it's an exciting game. 2 goals by Jim Becker to make up the deficit. Now heading into the third period, 4-4 tie. Grey Wolves winning streak on the line here. And who better to take the lead for the Grey Wolves? Mike Falbo, the defenseman! First goal this season for him. But however, when you take a closer look at Mike Falbo's footing, he was in the crease when he took the shot. Technically, that was an illegal goal, but the refs still counted it anyways. Lucky for Mike, that'll still considered to be a goal on his stats. Later in the Grey Wolves would once again obtain a 2-goal lead, but then nice pick by Andrew Hyman and open room by Pete Dominici would cut the deficit once again to 1 goal, having an opportunity to try to get back in this one. But unfortunately, Jim Thomas made a clinching goal for the Grey Wolves, and the Yellow Jackets could not find any more opportunities to score, which gives us the final score of Grey Wolves 7, Yellow Jackets 5. But it's going to be interesting next week just with the stats that are going on between these two, and we'll tell you more about it. And now time for the analysis reports for all the teams heading into the playoffs. We'll start with the Grey Wolves and the Yellow Jackets. Larry Sincata listed as day-to-day with a lower body injury. He suffered soft tissue damage in the penultimate matchup against the Red Army late in the third period as he scored the game-winning goal to lift the Grey Wolves over the Red Army. Additionally, Tom Buchholz will also be out because he is going hunting again. That's not the first time he's used that excuse to miss an over 50 hockey report. Hopefully, but anyways, we hope that he has safe travels and he brings back some game. And Jim Thomas is going to be out of town. He's not going to be there for the matchup against the Yellow Jackets. It'll be unfortunate because this guy really helped the Grey Wolves in the past 6 games, scoring 7 goals. But on the bright side, Hector Flores should be coming back, replacing Tom Buchholz in the defenseman lineup. Could be seeing him partnered up with Angelo Pontello primarily, or possibly with John Patry. Now for the Yellow Jackets, Hogan Yee still questionable with a back injury. Hopefully he'll be all well and ready to play this Sunday. And Mike McGraw, of course, then he's automatically listed as probable because you never know if he's going to be showing up or not depending on what they have going on. And as for the Red Army and Green Hornets, I really can't give an injury report on that since nobody has decided to give me a report of some kind on how the players are doing. So now we move into the analysis of 2 teams heading back with the Grey Wolves and the Yellow Jackets. It's going to be an interesting game without Tom Buchholz, Jim Thomas, and Larry Sincata. 3 players that create a big puzzle of the Grey Wolves' success. Yellow Jackets should be taking every advantage and opportunity of it, as from what we've seen in last week's game, keeping the game close all the way to the middle of the third period. Yellow Jackets, on the other hand, after what we saw, we might be seeing an upset here, folks. Yellow Jackets just might have what it takes to get to their first over 50 Cup appearance in their existence. As for the Red Army and the Green Hornets, I was able to talk with some of the players from the Green Hornets in the bar on Sunday, and they claim that they have what it takes to beat the Red Army and to get that revenge victory from the season finale. So we'll see what happens. In other news, Omer Chicoine is officially returning, as the word was confirmed that he will be returning for next season for the Over 50 Hockey League starting on December 2nd. This could be Pete Dominici's last game as an Over 50 hockey player, because after the season's over, Dominici reported that he will be having rotator cuff surgery repairing his shoulder, and so we hope that he has the best of recoveries and hope that he will return to continue to be the threat, and even more of a threat than he already is now. Third annual Goals for a Cause is coming up soon. That tournament will be taking place the day after Thanksgiving and throughout the weekend between November 25th to November 27th. Again, it's the third annual Goals for a Cause. We'd like to give a quick shout out to Scott McCants, Neil Armstrong, and former Over 50 hockey player Norm Dan for making this setup possible. Cost to sign up is $75. If you're looking to get in touch with either Scott, Neil, or Norm, just check the number below your screen and come on down to Oldsmar and have some fun. Heard there's going to be auctions going on, so you definitely want to get out there to see that and just to see the hockey stuff. You know, it's going to be a fun time. That's all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us for another edition of Coach's Corner, and we'll see you next week. Good night.